dear friends, welcome to Thursday study. Cyrus the Anointed. Cyrus the Anointed. Babylon was captured by this king, this King Cyrus of Persia. He was an amazing king. He was a good king. In fact, I met one of Cyrus's distant descendants on a trip when I was in Norway about a year ago. A young man I ran into at an academy in Norway was actually a distant relative of Cyrus, and he took great pride in the benevolence of this king. Cyrus, when God allowed him to capture Babylon, Cyrus had also conquered many other territories, but he was known as a benevolent king. He was known as a king who, yes, while he captured his people, captured other nations, he was very good to them when they were under his care. He assembled them into his kingdom and often let those under his rulership live as they lived when they were in their kingdoms. He let them keep their customs. He venerated and respected their traditions. Cyrus is a very unique king in that regard in history. He's also the king that Isaiah chapter 45 verse 1 calls God's anointed. God calls Cyrus his anointed. And for this reason, 2 Chronicles chapter 36, 22 and 23. Now in the first year of King Cyrus of Persia, in order to fulfill the word of the Lord, by the mouth of Jeremiah, the Lord stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia, so that he sent a proclamation throughout his kingdom and also put it in writing, saying, "Thus says Cyrus, king of Persia, the Lord, the God of heaven, has given me all the kingdoms of the earth." He acknowledges the Lord, remember that. "And he has appointed me to build him a house in Jerusalem, to build him a temple." This is Cyrus. This is a Persian king, a heathen king. "The Lord has appointed me to build him a house in Jerusalem, which is in Judah. Whoever there is among you of all his people, may the Lord, his God, be with him and let him go up." Cyrus allows the people to go back to Jerusalem to serve God, the God who had given him everything. He acknowledges God. In this way, Cyrus is very much like Jesus. He assembles, he saves all people. He brings them to him. Jesus does, that is. And Cyrus allows them to worship. Jesus, through his salvific effort on earth, will usher us into the true worship of God forever. Cyrus is a type of Christ. Not only that, but the original ending of the Old Testament was actually 2 Chronicles. You know, in time, the Bible has gotten, the order has been changed so that the Old Testament ends with Malachi. But if you think about it, and if you study it, it really was this story that was the apex of the Old Testament, the ending. Here it is, Cyrus coming, conquering, delivering the people of God. And the next book would be Matthew, introducing a Christ who would come, save, and deliver people and usher them into worship of the true God. Cyrus is a type of Christ. He's not a perfect type. No type is perfect to the original. But in many ways, he mirrors the actions of Jesus Christ in the way that he not only shows up in Scripture, but also saves and then allows people to worship. May God help us as we study today. God bless you.